Emails. Emails.
It's gonna go places that make me uncomfortable.
Is that... hang on.
What?
Okay,
What?
row 5, column 3.
Poppers and crunchies?
Okay. I couldn't figure out what that second word was, but I was hoping it wasn't poopers and something. Poopers and scoopers.
That would fit in great with our
Can't
discussion.
wait for that shift.
That would fit in great with our discussion of cholera earlier today.
I believe that was a very one-sided conversation.
I was just telling you.
No, I want to listen to that.
I was just telling you there's a podcast about cholera.
Vintage video game controllers, they're all shit.
Oh, no, come on. Those are PlayStation controllers.
Oh, right, because this is a reference. Found in the rubble of San Francisco, California, these controllers were once the only way to play and enjoy video games of the time before neural controllers became the norm.
Oof.
Those games included Darkest Hour, Mad Coin Collect, Drive-In Country, and of course, Mystical Mandingo and the Ooze Rats.
I really hope neural controllers never become a thing. Okay,
Megan,
can you identify...
Can you name
Can I
5 mascot platformers?
The Mario franchise... Do I have to name individual games or franchises?
Let's go with franchises. Bonus points for individual games within that franchise, but it's not just like Mario 1, Mario 2, Mario 3.
The Mario franchise, including Super Mario World, which is the second video game I ever beat.
It's a very good game.
Sonic the Hedgehog, which includes Sonic Colors, which actually looks pretty fun.
It's a very game. Weird how I got censored.
I thought you just, like, swallowed. I'm sorry, I completely screwed up your bit because I didn't get it. I didn't get the bit.
No, it's cool. I took care of that on my own.
Are we counting Skylanders?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
There's not really any platforming in that from what I've seen. Mystical Mandingo and the Ooze Rats absolutely sounds like a mascot platformer.
Yeah, it does. Alex Kidd, which I didn't hear about until about, like, 6 years ago.
Yeah, I think that could,
That was their thing. That was
that
their...
totally counts.
That was,
Alex Kidd was...
That was pre-Sonic. He was
Yes.
going to be their guy, and then...
Yes. That seems real bad.
Kirby,
yeah.
including Kirby's Epic Yarn, which is a goddamn delight, is what that game is.
That really is.
Oh, let's play that. That doesn't have any scary emails. It just has Kirby and another little yarn guy who reminds me a lot of Vegeta.
Got one more.
I know, I'm thinking about Vegeta now, so it's...
Vegeta was not in any mascot platformers.
That would have been so great!
I'm not disagreeing with
Do
you.
the voice.
Should I read an email as...
No, don't read
Yes.
an email as Vegeta. The Vegeta voice only works when it's unprepared. I can't just do it on command. It has to just spring from you.
That's true.
I can't think of any more. Echo the Dolphin, they only made one of, I think. Oh, the guys with the Crash Bandicoot. Yes? Them?
Crash Bandicoot is actually what I was thinking of
okay.
when I saw Mystical Mandingo and the Ooze Rats.
I didn't. You know, that made me think of Grim Fandango, so I was in a completely different place.
I also would have accepted Bubsy, words that never been said before, and Arrow the Acrobat, which
I've
is a
never
game
heard that.
that, as far as I'm concerned, only existed within the pages of Nintendo Power. What's next?
Let's find out.
I'd like to make it known that I find it very, very odd that we are having electrical problems with the lights above my desk and only my desk. They were fine when I left the office late last night after working overtime to get a project done. If this is indeed a shenanigan, as I suspect it is, I'd like to let the perpetrator know that the honorable thing to do would be to come forward to me or his or her superior immediately. Regards, Leo H.
Thank you, Leo.
You're welcome.
I'm home!
Oh, that's definitely a woman's name.
That didn't stop you from reading Kathy.
But it's going to stop me from reading Faith.
Can we just skip it then?
No.
I'm not doing a voice.
That's fine.
I'm not reading this. I'm skipping it. Bye, Faith.
No, come back.
Nope, too late.
Where did the email go?
They're gone. All the emails, they've gone away forever. No more emails. I shut it off. All right, are we buying food or are we working?
I'm going to have to do that later and edit it in. That's what I'm going to have to do because the people have an expectation, and that is the fine writing that Chubbigans has done on this game.
Well, then you shouldn't have put me in front of the keyboard. I run this town, Bowyer.
So it's going to be an incredible visual spectacle. No, it's not. I'm just going to put the text up on the screen and read it. But I'm going to. I'm going to do that. I have to.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
We're going to go
happening?
to a different restaurant.
All right.
We need more money.
We need
money.
Where are we going? We can go to Max Wiener's, Big's Burgers, Edie's, the Chili Bowl, the fabulously named Chinese Food, or the Contrast Coffee Company, established 1988. Yes, I had.
No one was alive then.
I was alive then. I think I lived here then.
We need to go to. I just moved to Stanton. Well, I'm kind of still going in order through everything. I think it's time for the Chili Bowl.
Chili Bowl. I approve of this plan.
Georgia State versus Idaho in the Chili Bowl.
Didn't we read this already? No, because we haven't been here. Maybe I've read this. Okay, go ahead.
Oh boy, this sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
We've been to the Chili Bowl.
But we haven't done a shift at the Chili Bowl.
Because it would say up at the top?
Yeah. It would have a medal. Did we just read this to show what it had?
Maybe.
Okay, well,
let's read it anyway.
You all know the story of the Chili Bowl. Let's have some ice cream and pie. That mascot freaks me out. Like, he's adorable, but what is he? Is he a seal that is also ice cream?
I know what happened.
What happened? Was that our test?
That was the test that didn't work, and we had to fix how we were doing the video recording.
Sorry, everybody. We'll go back and read it.
We will.
After today.
Yes, that is what happened.
Cooking up some pumpkin pie for Daria here.
Wow.
Do you like pumpkin pie?
Who's ready for some pumpkin pie? Yes, actually I do.
What?
I'm ready for some pumpkin pie.
There was nothing wrong with that order. Fuck you,
Bring
get out.
the pumpkin pie to me. How do you feel about pumpkin pie?
I don't like it. It's kind of a texture thing. I think it has the texture of really solid vomit. So no. I like pumpkin actually in baked goods, like if you mix it into like pumpkin bread or pumpkin muffins. I like a good pumpkin muffin with coffee is very good.
Pumpkin muffins are
pie,
very good. I 100% agree with you.
So you get some very odd combinations of the ice creams people are asking for because it's just kind of a random generation. Not random, he's programmed it all in, but it's, okay, here's the flavor, here's the toppings, here's the whipped cream on top, and it gets real weird. Like, that guy had butter pecan with, like, chocolate syrup and gummy bears, and I don't feel like any of that goes together.
Ew.
See, why would you put gummy bears on here? Stop with the gummy bears.
I don't think you put gummy bears on ice cream anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm not into that.
Megan, I have a question that might betray some ignorance, so
right.
I don't want you to tell anybody about this. This is just between you and me.
Okay.
What are pralines?
They are candied pecans, so I can't eat them.
Sorry. Sounds kind of alright.
Oh, we're being robbed. Hang on.
Oh. Mortal Kombat teleport punch.
Okay,
Finish him.
it's fine. I fixed it.
Finish him. Fatality. Flawless victory. Ice cream order. Rainbow sherbet.
How do you feel about sherbet?
I'm not into it. I don't know. I feel
think-
like sorbets and just basically non-dairy ice creams, I think they all taste weird.
Sherbet is like if you took cat food and made it worse.
I don't... Jeez.
Hot takes and cold treats.
Now say that in the Vegeta voice.
Hot takes and gold treats.
That was terrible.
Wash the dishes.
Okay, I'm not going to take orders from you as Vegeta.
Nor should anyone.
That's okay. I don't think anyone does.
That's true. All right. This is a lot of people in for ice cream. See, I don't really have ice cream. Okay. I will eat ice cream anytime. Let's go ahead
Yeah, let's be
and
honest.
let's make that clear. But were I going to go pick a time to get ice cream, I probably wouldn't pick an actual...
What Matt was trying to say before he got distracted by my customer base is that he doesn't want to replace a meal with ice cream.
Who
It's okay. He's gone. He's gone now. It's all right.
help
It's all right. I got
for him?
I got rid of him. I fixed it. Megan made it better.
I have questions.
What are your questions?
Why him?
Because the chili bowl accepts all comers. Much to your chagrin, apparently. Check out the hairline of that guy on the left. That looks like he shaved it that way.
Wow.
You did that on purpose.
Say hello. How you doing? Everybody good? Cool. Peace.
No,
I'm
I
out.
He got a slice of pie. That's the nice thing about the ready-made
I'm with
ones
him.
is
It's all right.
They don't even have to stop.
I think we should go get some ice cream this weekend, and we should see how well I do just walking in and grabbing pie off the counter and leaving.
He paid. My total went up.
Mash that trash. Millionaire pie.
I don't know what millionaire pie is.
All right.
Someone needs to look that up because
I
it looks
will.
whipped creamy.
I'm gonna have to.
But then I put whipped cream on top of
boy.
it. So yeah, good luck with the everything happening over there.
There's a lot going on over here. I don't know where my tablet is. I would use it otherwise. I'll be right back.
Are you leaving me? You're leaving me at the height of rush hour? Oh, you're still over there. I know you're not a fan of mint chocolate chip.
I don't want your goddamn recipe. Just tell me what it is. Hang on. Finding out.
Well, if you look at a recipe, it'll tell you what it is.
All the recipes thing here is so we have 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese.
Oh, okay.
14-ounce can sweetened condensed milk. Frozen whipped topping, crushed pineapple drained. And some pecans.
Sounds fucking bizarre. Is this like a southern thing?
I've never heard of it. Everyone knows the South doesn't have millionaires.
But no, I just meant because
Pineapple upside down cake was like the thing the hot thing in my family that I thought was vile.
pineapples are pretty gross.
I'm not into pineapples.
No, sure you be. They're disgusting.
It's possible I haven't had a good pineapple.
But no, you haven't. They're fine. They're they're
There's
adorable.
some pineapples that came in the gray stuff that we got that I thought was pretty good.
Well, those were
actually.
dried.
Yeah, dried pineapple was all right.
It's probably because they took all the shit out of it. They took all the bad and it evaporated. That's how
Leaving
dehydration
nothing.
works.
Dehydration is just removing the bad.
Yeah, just like cholera. You took all the shit out of it.
The cholera.
No, I'm saying that's how cholera dehydrates you. It takes all the shit out of you.
So
So that's how dehydrating pineapples works as well.
Cholera pineapples available now in popular Gray's products.
Either that or pineapples cause cholera, so stop putting them in things.
Finish.
We got 4 slices of pie left. I guess we get to eat those. No bad orders. 2 average, though. Alright, what we get? We got a hanging ceiling light that
Fantastic.
really looks like a death trap. We got a new floor.
Hard floor.
We got a tiny painting of a cowgirl.
Woohoo!
We got another ceiling light that looks like a death trap.
That is
It looks like it's hanging askew. Look at it.
looks like a weird wireframe hat.
A tiny mounted wall light, better suited for a garage.
Sure.
Painting of Betty Davis. From what I know about Betty Davis, that is kind of how she went through life.
Wow, that is green. I love it.
We are Yum level 8. What is for us to achieve next time, Matt? We have $1,200.
We have got to break fast and break loose.
We'll be going out of order, though. Do we dare?
Oh, you're right. No, we can't go out of
Can't go out of order.
I want these levels to go in order. I am playing this as a linear video game with occasional trips back to restock at home. That makes sense. We also have multiple shifts available at places. Megan, how's this game work? How many
episodes have we done, and you're just now asking me how this game works?
No, I mean, like, when you're playing normally, when you're not catering to my ludicrous whims.
It's basically our marriage.
Like,
Oh, that one looked like it stung. I didn't mean it to. I love you.
I'm gonna go.
No, I don't go. I love you.
I know. So like
if
when
you're
when
not here, what will I
normally-
do? Who will I do this nonsense with? All right, what?
I haven't written down the 100-step process that it takes for us to actually start recording these things.
I know.
So when you're normally playing this, do you go kind of from thing to thing to thing
Well,
like
I've
this,
done
or do
it-
you exhaust one area before moving on?
Well, I've done it a couple of ways. A lot of times, what's funny is I tend to just ignore the cook serve delicious. I tend to just do the shifts at the other restaurants, which other people had played that way and kind of didn't like that about the game. They felt it took the progression out of it that was present in the first game, which I can see. It didn't bother me, actually. I was okay playing that way because I like the theming of all of these restaurants. I like that, you go to a restaurant that's decorated to look just like it and it has an appropriate history and all the foods that you make are appropriate to that, much more so than you can do at the Cook Serve Delicious right away.
And it feels structured well. Like, do you mind clicking on... Okay, we're in Max
But yeah, if
Reaction,
you look
we're
at, see, this first shift is pretty simple. By the time you get up to 8, you can see there's a lot of foods down here, and if you look down in the bottom left, there's that PS9. That's how many prep stations. So that's how many people could be there. And the prep stations go up to, I think 16, which
So
we
all of
will not be
these-
doing, by the way, because I don't want to have an aneurysm. But go ahead.
So all of these have their own... There's progression built in kind of at each restaurant
Right,
level.
and these unlock by level, so I could exhaust... I've done it both ways. I've kind of gone restaurant by restaurant just as they unlock them, which seems to be as you level up. And then I've also gone in and done all of the Max Wieners ones and on all of the Biggs Burgers ones. I think I like kind of hopping around so that I don't get burned out on hot dogs, so to speak. So I like kind of doing one here and then one here and then one here and so on. And as more open up, I go back to them. And then when I've gone kind of as far as I feel like I can, then I'll go back and try to get gold medals. But that's kind of how this game works. It's kind of freeform. You can sort of pick your own levels and pick your own progression. But that's how I do it when I'm not beholden to you.
But I like that because it's got its own... It has structure, but you can kind of engage with that structure how you want.
That's true.
And so this is, I mean, you're going to look at me like I'm crazy, and you're not wrong, but in this case, I'm also right. This is kind of a lot like Breath of the Wild, in that it has a structure that you can go at different levels. Now, I do think there's some level. That is the correct response.
We must have played different versions of that game.
It's got structure, but you can kind of hunt for that structure how you want and switch gears when you want to do something else with some level of structure. Or you can just put a bunch of crazy crap on the wall and just see what happens. That's kind of how I play video games.
Can I get a paraglider in this game too? Can we put a paraglider in the restaurant?
If we absolutely, we can make people eat off of them if we can. I just had the most magical vision of the game that I want.
Let's hear it.
Next time.
At our new restaurant, paragliders.
Hey, I just arrived back from my awesome trip to the flying island of Tokyo. Everything was fantastic except for the time I went to the supermarket. I think the tuna I bought might have actually been cat food. It had a picture of a dolphin, but it was riding on top of a cat, and of course I can't read Japanese, so... Anyone know what brand I'm talking about? Either way, it tasted bad, so maybe it wasn't fresh or cat food. If anyone wants 10 cans with a label of a pig with maracas riding a star, let me know. I'm not really confident that it's canned ham. Faith, extension 2025.